Is this how this thing works?
Where we been at?
We've been doing exactly this.
I just mean in general, it feels like it's been months since I've
It
been.
has. I mean, being on a 2-week schedule kind of thing, if you miss one, that's a month. Yeah. You're waiting a month.
And I think I missed one, and then we missed one. And yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. How many times I did it by myself?
I think you did it by yourself once, and then we missed one. And so finally we have come back.
It's been a month and a half since I've talked to you.
That's crazy.
Not texting.
Right.
Yeah.
Sharing admonishments or regaling for certain action figures that have entered into our collections over the past few weeks.
Hey, this is what I'm working on. Please. Does it look good or does it look like shit? I don't know.
It's like, I can't believe I bought this thing. Oh, wait, this thing's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And it has been a weird month like that, huh? It's stuff that's popped up that's kind of, oh, it is cool. And then stuff that I was looking forward to was kind of, oh, well, okay.
It's strange because I got some things that I guess that I was expecting. And some stuff that I had like already paid for that like pre-orders came in. And whenever that happens, and I'm not like, there's a whole lot of new stuff coming in, then I stray off and get something that I might normally not get, or I dip back in. I'm slowly building back up my vintage Ninja Turtles collection with the stuff that I don't have my originals. So a few of those have entered into the collection in the last 6 weeks or so. So it's been kind of strange as far as that goes.
Yeah. And well, I went on a spree. I got first. Well, it's been a little bit since I've gotten a wave of Marvel Legends. I've gotten here and there, but that popped back up on my radar this month. And I ordered something from the Disney store last night, and to get free shipping, I added in some Doctor Strange stuff since I saw that movie and was like, "Yay!"
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, I got Hulk here. I got like Ravager Thor, of course. But it's been a minute since I've gotten some significant Legends haul. Ooh, that's crazy.
DLX Hulkbuster is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Thor wave's good. And so of course, I didn't know, maybe it's a thing they're running right now, but on the Disney store, if you're I guess Marvel Unlimited member, you get 10% off. So that knocked the Doctor Strange stuff down to $20 a pop. So I ordered
what's normal price in your head?
Yeah. So I ordered Doctor Strange, Wong, and Mordo. So of course I went to Target today and they had Wong for $16 and Mordo didn't have a price on them.
Wong is the only one that I actually ordered from that assortment simply because he fits in with my weirdos of the MC. He's not a weirdo. I just like him because he's so pissed off at everybody. He fits into my MCU little mini collection.
Plus, that's a great color scheme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you installed that middle aisle yet?
All right. I'm going to come clean. No, it's not installed yet, but because I am an absolute fool, I have 4 more of these ready.
Just for that?
For the middle, because things are changing. Yeah.
So okay, so it's in the plans. It's in your head already.
Yes, it is. And I think that, as strange as it sounds, the best way to get it to actually work for me now is that the shelf right behind me is going to turn into pure NECA cartoon with some randomness at the random turtle stuff at the end, and movie, video game, 2 movies, 1 video game, and 3 comics going back to back in the center aisle on top is where that stuff's going to go.
So you're planning all turtles for the inner sanctum?
Not yet. I'm starting with 3 back to back, like bookshelves, but I have the space to go up to 7. So we'll see how it. So it'll be actually 6 back. It'll be 6 because they'll be going back to back, and these will sit on top back to back.
Because I always figured some kind of castle type things would go in the middle. That way, better displayed. But that would split up your Masters display, huh?
That's the thing. Right now, Masters and Thundercats fit very well over here, and they're not like needing to overtake more space. So to split them up is kind of like, ugh. But I've already got the turtles split up because I've got NECA and some stuff behind me. Super 7 stuff's over here. Most of the vintage stuff is down below. That's already in lots of places.
And then the arcade over by the arcade.
Correct. Yeah. So turtles is kind of all over the place.
Neat Robo story. Had a local toy show. I had a Beef Boss on my table. Had multiple patrons reference Robo's depictions of Beef Boss. You don't want to hear this during the whole convention.
Oh,
I'll have to remember to take him to the next show instead of Vintage Akbar with the Kenobi.
You know what needs to happen? One of my close friends from high school that I'm still friends with, he actually works for Epic and does a lot of the animation work and mocap work on Fortnite. We got to make something happen.
Man, don't go chasing waterfalls. I don't know why that stuck in my. Don't be getting my hopes up.
Yeah. I could see some real partnership there.
That's right. Yeah, Beef Boss doesn't actually have a voice. Does any? Well, that's how much I haven't played Fortnite. I don't know who has voices and who does and doesn't. And
yeah.
Well, Fwoosh skin in the shop.
It'd just be like Blue Man Group.
Yeah.
Only with the beard.
Yeah. I think I'm going to move all my turtle stuff into a separate room and just have a turtles room. That's an idea. You need partitions.
You know what's funny? My dad is selling his house, and he's have everything out, and because he's moving by June 1st. And I thought I had gotten all of my like old vintage stuff out of there, and there are only a few figures still there, and some of them I'd already replaced and whatnot. But I had some good vintage vehicle finds. Like I found my old pizza thrower, the blimp, which was a big one for me. I already had the van out of there. The turtle copter was in there, and the module. So
is this what has rekindled your need for the vintage figures again? Because you mentioned that a minute ago and I hadn't heard that.
That's what's crazy, because I found probably 10, maybe a dozen figures, but I had already gone back and replaced 5 or 6 of them because I thought they were lost to the ages. So it just happened to line up as far as timing goes. It was weird.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I saw a comment a minute ago. I'm not going to scroll back up, but are you going to have enough space for 3 turtle vans? That's me asking which one you have on order.
So I have the vintage up there. Yeah, up there.
Right there.
And I'm getting both the NECA and the Super 7. I believe so. And
so you're not getting the third party? It's looking pretty good from what I've seen of I haven't deep dived, but
it is looking good. And when I've seen the people who have gone through and done the mock-up with the animation line on it, that makes it look even better, in my opinion. I just thinking about that though, it's like, I guess maybe I would put the Bandai figures with that, but then I wouldn't put them probably in it because you can't really see them. Yeah. It's like for the NECA van, the vintage van, and the Super 7 van, I have doubles to be able to facilitate that. But the Bandai ones I don't, and I don't know.
Man, saying Bandai turtles takes me back to that Comic-Con where we had to cross the bridge to go to the hotel. And that was the highlight, was us standing in line on Wednesday night trying to get those damn turtles.
We did. We got Leonardo and Donatello that first night.
Man, security was shooing people out the door, and the Bandai people were just like, get inside the booth. That way they can't kick you out if they think you're...
Yeah, Bandai was really cool because because we were probably 20 minutes after the close of preview night that we finally got them, and the team at Bandai was really cool. They're like, no, we'll get you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or well, I guess it would be, was it Bandai or Bluefin? I can't remember which booth.
Bluefin. It was Bluefin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bluefin.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they were wanting to sell stuff here.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's cool. That was cool. But yeah, speaking of too, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but we're all registered, flight, hotel, ready to go.
It's one of those things. Who was I talking to the other day? It was Pixel Dan. I was talking to him about, again, how they screwballed the hotels, and you're supposed to book your flight, get that done, get your hotel, but you don't even know if you can get into the show until after all that. But it's worked out again.
And the strange thing is, and I always remember and I always think about this when I'm away from like my computer, because going through spam folders on my phone is not fun. I have not gotten like any emails whatsoever. Like when the hotel stuff dropped, any of that stuff, I didn't get any of that stuff. So I'm wondering if it's like going to my spam folders now all of a sudden or what. But I was scrambling. Fortunately, I found we've got a great spot lined up for hotel, but it didn't go through the whole procedure thing.
Now, have we been at that hotel before? It was kind of familiar.
I can't remember.
There's been a few.
It's been a few, and I can't even remember which one it is right now. All I know is that it's in walking distance. So.
Walking distance is always a good thing.
Yeah. Although sometimes that decompression ride on the bus going back to the hotel is like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, because it's been a few years. It's been a few years since we've been to a show. Hell, before we're getting on, just talking about Star Wars Celebration, being excited about that next week.
And I'm sad because I would really, really, really like to go this year, but it's like kid's birth. I mean, my kid was born on the real Star Wars day, so it's like, we got our birthday and whatnot to do for that. So maybe next year.
Yeah, and plus this is I went to Denver last fall, which was kind of a bigger show. But it wasn't as busy as Denver usually is.
Yeah.
But it's been 6 months, 7, 8, 9 months since then. So I'm back to, getting out in public. I want to, but it's also, I haven't done it in a while.
Well, and just to prove how much of a shithead I've been about conventions and whatnot, the one here in town was not that long ago. We didn't even talk about that. That would have been an easy one to go to.
Yeah. But I don't know. This will be my Get Back in the World show.
Yeah.
A Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
But I love Star Wars Celebration because we talk about Toy Fair being, kind of focused on the toy aspect of it. Of course, it's Toy Fair, but Star Wars, it's a whole different feel from a lot of other shows. It's everyone's there for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Good, bad, whatever.
Yeah.
So I like
start the pre-SDCC workout. Matt Kay and I were kind of talking about that on Twitter. It's not the walking, or it's not the distance traveled, or any of that. It's that shuffle walk that it's like, how do you train for that? Because that's what gets you, is the soreness from walking like an idiot because you can't walk normally in that convention. It's like Toy Fair, any of that. And granted, we probably don't walk as much at Toy Fair, but just about anything else, I'm not sore. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But that San Diego shuffle is the worst.
Yeah, because there's also the whole because Denver got me with the legs. It wasn't the shuffling, it was the standing that I hadn't done in a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not prepared. Yeah. I kept thinking, you're 2 months out, you think, I need to start walking. I need to start walking to the mailbox or my mailbox is a mile and a half off. So, but they walk into the mailbox, and now here we are a week ahead. And I'm like, I should probably do that this week. get ready for the standing and the walking.
Standing and a walking and a squawking.
Robo, I sent you a message about the 501st Bash Celebration. They opened them up to general public now. Yeah, because that was kind of hard to get in past years, huh? Didn't want you to think it was a scam. Because, the 501st Bash, was that the last one?
Is that the one that Weird Al played at?
That's the one. I can't remember if that was Orlando or if that was Chicago.
I think you were in Orlando for that one.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, I
I
was.
think you were sending me pictures of that.
Yeah. So that was something off the bucket list. Weird Al.
Yeah.
501st in Chicago was at a museum. Got to fly a flight simulator type thing that dumped you upside down and.
Dang, that's
Yeah,
rad.
they're usually pretty fun.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Just practice by walking in a floor-length ball gown. That's kind of oddball.
Now, which one should I choose from the collection that we have around?
That's the other room. That's his other collection. You guys going to PowerCon?
Possibly.
Oh, with PowerCon coming here. Yeah, it being in the middle.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's going to be a different vibe this year, which I admire them for trying to change things up and make it more accessible. I mean, that's a hard decision to make, right? It's like you got something that you're known for in that niche that's good, but sometimes it's risky to put all your eggs. I mean, unless it's Star Wars, right? It's kind of risky to put all your eggs in one basket with that kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes. For sure.
Well, I've never done PowerCon. Is it usually? Well, I know it's focused, but was it usually pretty busy? Pretty.
Yeah,
good
the time that we went and had the booth set up there, which was right before AI really hit. It was fun, and it was small enough that you could still like talk to people and not be bogged down by the tyranny of, okay, we're here, we've got it. Well, that and okay, we're down here. We got to get up there. We better start planning 45 minutes in advance in order to get where we're getting. So yeah,
ride the wave this way, then dip back in, ride the wave back, get into the booth, get around,
and then hope you don't get like claustrophobia sent in when one of those big convergent things happen in the video game areas or whatever. I remember that one because like people were freaking out because so many people just all of a sudden it was so weird. It was just like a wave of people just all at one time. Oh.
I've only been to one Star Wars celebration in Chicago, but it was one of the best conventions I've ever partaken in atmosphere alone. Everyone there lives Star. That's the thing. Orlando blew my mind. On top of my first Star Wars celebration, it was also 40th anniversary. There were new movies coming. All the stars were there. All the old characters, new characters. Yeah, it was crazy. Chicago seemed slightly less, but at the same time, it was still Star Wars. So I was in Butterland, Oh my God, Star Wars everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah. I'd like to get there at some point, and this would have been the year to go because of Obi-Wan, but I'll watch it at home.
I'm gonna have to take my laptop and try to, I guess, log into Disney Plus that night or something. Watching in the hotel room.
You think they'll show it there?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be on. Well, yeah, it'll have to be on some kind of screen. Watch along.
Yeah. I mean, I assume they moved it as part of that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
San Diego, though. What do you think it's going to be like? You think it's going to be as packed as usual?
So funny you should ask, because I was thinking about this last night. I think that it will, from an attendee standpoint, I think we're now at this point where I don't think we're going to see a noticeable dip in attendance.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be, I mean, if they're having to control it, but it doesn't, from the communications that I've seen, it doesn't sound like, oh, hello in the Philippines. Yeah.
Really. From the communications.
It doesn't seem like they're cutting back the amount of attendees for it. Now,
I didn't see anything that we have a capacity cap or anything like that.
So that to me is not, I'm expecting people to come out for it. What I'm wondering about is what's the exhibitor landscape look like? Because not necessarily because companies are not wanting to come out because of, the pandemic and whatnot, but let's face it, companies have learned and adapted a lot over the past couple of years. And I don't care who you are, it ain't cheap going to San Diego, especially as an exhibitor with a giant space or whatever else. So you got to wonder if some of the companies are going to be weighing their losses and gains from actually attending the show.
Well, I guess one of the big tells would be the hotel selling out as fast as they did.
Mm-hmm.
So got quite a few people coming up from out of town.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that, some of the old standbys and favorites of mine, of ours and whatnot, as far as exhibitors go, they're going to be there. It's funny though, the company, the big company that's really adapted well to, Hasbro hasn't said anything yet, have they?
No, but they may just be waiting because, I mean, if they're hitting Celebration, you got to think
Yeah, that's true.
it's going to be maybe not as big. Like, I think SDCC will have less exhibitors, vendors, and less panels. And you know what? On some level, because we were talking about how jam-packed, crazy it usually is, I'm kind of okay with a slightly more laid-back show. I don't know how much it'll be because I haven't seen anything about the Thanksgiving version they did either.
I don't think there was a whole lot to report.
Yeah. Did that feel like a 70s, 80s SDCC?
I'm not sure, but you and I were talking about it, and to be fair, we've been actually talking about this for a couple of years, and we never had the guts to pull the trigger on it. That we're not staying until Sunday for the first time ever.
Yep.
And I think the combination of just Sunday usually is like, oh, it's cool, but it's not worth the insanity at the airport and this and that. And where we're at, this was finally the year to give it a go of leaving late on Saturday and see how it goes.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like they don't. Hasbro usually slips a little something in on Sunday, and then I remember a big Masters reveal, but I can't. Most of the time, it's Sunday. Hey, you want to go hit the show? Yeah. Or do you want to get food? Well, yeah, maybe. It's either or. And then it always feels like we get to the show and we're constantly, well, we got to get back to hotel, get our stuff, get to the plane, get to everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Hasbro is showing up and doing their usual Saturday panels.
Well, didn't they move most of all their stuff to Friday the last year though? That was the big one. That the Marvel Legends one was like the last Hasbro panel, and that we would always stay for, and that put us through until Sunday because it was always Saturday afternoon, and I think last time it was on Friday.
Maybe it was. I can't even. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But
I want to say that they moved it to Friday because San Diego has experienced that shift, right? The unbearable days of Comic-Con as far as like people and stuff going on used to be Friday and Saturday. Now it's more Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday is when it starts to curtail a little bit. As far as like planned events go.
Right.
That we go to.
Bluefin and Diamond were at Thanksgiving show. DC has severely changed their floor presence at SD. Yeah. They were doing that before. They moved away from the big middle, which McFarlane took over, and moved. Was it to the back, kind of over?
It was kind of like, yeah,
more towards the WB and the CW stuff,
which makes sense.
I just answered my own question.
Yeah.
But yeah, between that,
we'll see how it goes. I'll be honest with you. I'm going more just to be able to see people, get out of the house and maybe see some people that I like to see at least once a year that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So I was talking to, what was it? Was it Brian Flynn the last time? And we were talking about, I mean, he was talking about being excited to see that. The last time, because we figured it out the last time we saw each other was that toy fair that was right before we got back from New York, and then everything shut down. I mean, that
That's
was
I mean, you remember that toy fair? I mean, people were talking at that show like, "Oh shit,
yeah,
stuff's about to hit," because
yeah,
factories are shutting down on us already right now,
yeah,
or about to, and we were just like, "What?" Or at least I was. I don't follow news or any of
yeah,
that kind of stuff, so I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
yeah.
Okay, I'll get home. I mean, I think some people were worried about flights home at the end of the show.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe you were right about
It was
that.
kind of a panic situation, kind of an undercurrent of panic.
Yeah,
It was toys, but what's going on over here? And
yeah,
I think that's where most of us, the last time any of us saw in person, well, me and you
yeah.
have
Well,
since then, but even that's been a while.
and technology is a wonderful thing. We're able to, talk to people in this format a lot, but it's not the same. It was crazy because when I went to go visit, I think I missed one of our scheduled times is when I
Yeah.
went to New York. I took my wife and I took our oldest there on spring break to visit my brother, and I got to hop over to Jersey and go to NECA and talk to those guys, and it's just not the same. It's not the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
Was oh yeah, was Toy Fair 2020 the Dan not Dan video? That's when I went back. You went to dinner. I went back to the show for Jazzwares,
Mm.
and then I did some recording, and
Yeah, that would
that
have
was
been
a
the
weird
last
day.
one. Yeah.
That was the last one.
And what's funny about that though is that I don't think we had any logistical issues at that show, and we always have.
As in
throughout
flight
those-
or something?
I
Oh,
think we got out clear on that show.
it was the year before, wasn't it? That it was a day off? We were a day off or something?
There have been I want to say like the 3 years leading up to that, there was always something.
Yeah. Because the year I went by myself, the first year I went by myself,
Yeah,
I booked the airplane wrong. They called me and like, or no, I got an email saying you missed your flight on and I was at the show and I was thinking, no, that's tomorrow. Yeah, I picked the wrong day for the out flight. So I wandered the airport the next day going, somebody
because
help me.
I had a death in the family like 3 days before the show, and I
Hmm.
had to cancel on you. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, there's all, but maybe that's going to change now with Toy Fair changing time.
You know what? I'm perfectly good with it being warmer weather.
Yep.
I don't care for the cold anymore. So New York in February.
Yeah. Especially down there, right on the water, and if it's
Mhm.
windy, oh god, and the wind tunnels between the buildings just like pick up. Oh god, that's brutal.
You guys could write a book about the adventures in toy reviewing, reporting.
I okay. I don't want to
You have to
sound
go year by year, and we'd have to find people. I
well,
mean,
and that's the thing. I don't want to sound some kind of way or whatnot, but honestly, in what we have experienced between New York and random weird ass things that have happened in San Diego, I don't think people would believe some of the shit.
no, Charlie Martin.
Oh god.
That's the big one, man.
And I struggle to explain that to people because they're like, "What the?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah,
seriously, we would have all died.
yeah. We could
You would
be
have
at the
seen
bottom of
me
an
in
ocean on a
the
boat with a dude.
newspaper."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, that would be fun. I just wonder if like people would say this is a crock of bullshit, and it would just be for me laughing and being scared out of recounting. Because God, remember Virgil too? Remember Virgil at
Yeah.
Ralph's? Oh God, Virgil, WWE superstar Virgil.
Uh-huh.
He
Honky tonk.
sat down across from us to eat lunch, and we had the conversation that was one unexpected turn after the next.
Uh-huh. And I just happened to be sitting at a different table that one time. So I got to see the
Matt,
fireworks
well,
from
it was
afar.
Matt Kay and I were sitting across from each other, and that's when we found the first series of Star Wars Black, the very first series, early at that show, and we're playing with it, and oh my god, it was like, I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there's some of the stuff that happened. Seeing Thomas Jane 3 nights in a row, same shirt, same cigar, at every party we went to.
Pee Wee Herman opening the chafing dish at the.
Oh, dude, remember Arquette and Rubens coming out of the bathroom at the Diamond Party, and Rubens sat down at our table
Mm-hmm.
and just nothing, just stared, said nothing until he realized, well, oh wait, I don't know you people, and walked away. We just went back to talking while he was sitting there, while Pee Wee's staring at or just into space.
Yeah,
it's craziness.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it'll take a whole live stream to explain the Charlie Martin situation.
And to this day, I can't be in the grocery store or any other random ass place, and a Bob Seger song comes on over the PA system and be.
That was all, that whole weekend.
I'm listening to hear if there's golf shoes walking around.
Or the first few years I went is actually Seth Green.
Yeah,
it's so he was always there, always like ignoring people around him, or the time he was making out with somebody in front of Jesse and when Toy Biz Marvel Legends were just kicking.
Yeah, and
that small little glass display they'd have on the side of the aisle.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look at toys, and Seth Green's legs and crotch are just right. Would you find someplace else to go?
And that was when like you could walk freely and actually, I don't have a ticket on Saturday. I'm just gonna go and get one and go.
Yeah, yeah. And the press badges flowed like honey.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you're worth a sight. Here's some extras in case you want to give them away or give them out to other staff."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Mixie, what's happening?
Yeah, so I guess we'll see. I don't know. It feels like the craziness that would happen at one of these shows would be because of like regimented rules or, you know, just odd things because people are not used to being back amongst people.
What is a good line that will scale well with Mofex DC figures?
The X-Men figures.
You can't mix it as long as it's Mofex. Put them together. Well, Mofex doesn't even scale with each itself sometimes.
Yeah.
Icons works pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, that was that's kind of pick and choose.
Because that scale was kind of all over the place until they finally got it down and it was going to be great. And then they stopped making them right before Blue and Gold and Etrigan.
Yeah, as soon as they showed something that perked up your ears.
Yeah.
But hell, those were some good looking figures.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are Mafex bigger? No.
Especially not proportionally, right?
Yeah. I have Cyclops and I have Wolverine in with my Marvel Legends. Oh, and Gambit, I guess. They don't quite fit, but I fudge them. Especially since they're doing the males. Well, Jean Grey should be coming out soon.
I got a delay. Imagine that. A delay email about her.
Sculpting on icons was pretty weak. I don't know. I still think that's one of the best Harleys that's come out.
That's the It's the only figure that replaced a DC Classics figure from a DC Classics figure in my DC Classics collection. Was that Harley?
And I guess there's a Mafex Harley coming. I guess we'll see how that compares, but that Harley will still stay with my Secret Six.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to say that Harley then, because they canceled everything and it made me annoyed that was the only Icons one that I actually ended up owning.
I think after that one, it kind of sold me, and I went back and grabbed some, and I think that Justice League multi-pack was on sale. I got that real cheap. And I picked up a few others that are still on the card, hanging, waiting for a DC display. But I missed Nightwing, which apparently is the one that mixes nicely with Mafex stuff. Yeah.
Well,
I'm on the fence about getting my first Mafex. I'm really tempted by Steel, which looks beautiful, but I could get 4 figures for his price. That's just the import game, though. Any import line, you're going to pay $60, $70, $80.
Yeah, I got my Luke Skywalker Mandalorian figure the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't finished fidgeting with his cape. But man, the likeness is pretty stellar.
I had a lot of comments on that of how cross-eyed it was. It's not really noticeable in person. Now, you take a picture
a lot of those
on.
figures are cross-eyed up close.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's because it's fallen into the sculpt slightly or whatever, but every other angle but dead on. The face looks dead on. And he might have a slight, just an eye kicking in. But I think if you look that close at most humans, one eye is going to be off slightly from the other. So,
yeah.
I don't know if I got Icon's Cyborg. Mick Foley once showed up at my brother's school.
Dressed as Santa Claus?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Doesn't he do Santa Claus?
Mm-hmm. He's a big Santa Claus guy.
Yeah.
Icon's Joker is a super underappreciated figure. If the size was, that's another one where you could tell Icon's was slightly smaller.
Yeah.
I love that design. I love that look. I like that figure. It just doesn't fit in with anything else.
And see, that's why I like the Harley Quinn fits in so well with the old Mattel Jokers for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus there's a Mafex Joker, and it's pretty nice. It's got that Lee look. It's that very marionette face.
That face that kills me. I know I have a couple extra, well, not extra, but like different versions of the DC Classics Joker with that same, I guess the Superpowers tribute head sculpt. See what that looks like on there. Because I don't like that Lee face at all.
Yeah. I mean, even in the comics, it had the lines on the side where it looked like.
Yep, it just continues to go with the. I think Jim Lee is a wonderful draftsman and a terrible designer.
Hey, man, Jim Lee X-Men is the greatest X-Men ever.
you trying to say that? Listen to you.
I can't do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. We've both talked about this several times before. If it wasn't for Marvel Legends making an effort to finish out that team, I probably, if I were to skip any X-Men, it would be Jim Lee costumes. But the effort they put into that and how good that team looks together, then I couldn't help myself. It looks good on the shelf.
Like you said, we talked about that. It's my team that's on the standard shelf, and then I've got giant size over with my arcade now. Plus, Dazzler, because she has to be there because of the game.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah.
Jim Lee Ninja Turtles, not great. My friend, that is the understatement of the afternoon.
Bullshit. I would buy the hell out of a team
horrendous
of superhero turtles.
Horrendous. I can't take it.
I forgot to set the settings for the live stream before on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm doing that now. Okay. It's been a weird day. And plus, it's been a month. I went to start this and I was like, what buttons do I push? I think it's in here somewhere.
How do you work this Super Nintendo?
Mark Silvestri, X-Men run over Lee. What era is that? Was that Outback? No.
That seems
I don't go by artists. I go by costumes.
Yeah.
And everybody calls the Jim Lee costumes the Jim Lee costumes. But every other era is like Giant Size, Outback, New X-Men, Astonishing. Well, those are my biggies. That's the ones I prefer.
Giant Size, Astonishing. Yeah, Outback's pretty good too. Man,
yeah,
you're making me
Outback
want to go back Colossus.
Oh man, I would kill for a half-brewed Wolverine. I loved it.
That's gotta be at some point, right? They've chilled on Wolverine a little bit, though, right? Or am I just not thinking about stuff that's coming out?
I just got this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not thinking about stuff that's coming out.
But at the same time, he doesn't come with the bone breaker part, so I think this is the lead into Astonishing X-Men Wolverine that we're going to get because it's that belt.
Man, I would love an Astonishing X-Men team.
Oh man, I want that
Colossus,
Kitty,
even Emma. I think that's Emma's best look.
I like all those costumes. So clean, so classic, yet modern.
Beast is the only one that I'm kind of like on because it's such a weird half girdle thing.
Well, you can look forward to it pretty soon because I'm working on customs of. I finished Cyclops. Beast was on the last one, so Astonishing should be official here soon.
Well,
as soon as
in the time that we haven't done this, have we gone back in time? What year is this? I'm enjoying this. I'm working on customs.
I know of Astonishing X-Men, which was my first batch was. God, 2000.
God, I remember when you and Fred did that first group, and I was like, I hate these because nothing will ever look good to me again.
Oh man, Fred's stuff blew my stuff away. I was like, because we both did Wolverine. I was like, why did I show mine? Why did you let me show mine and then you showed yours?
Yeah,
but that was 2008, 9. It was before Secret 6, and I think that was 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2008, Veebs. Come
on. That's true. That's true. I'll take it.
Silvestri was Mutant Massacre era. With some Sabretooth.
Oh,
doing some Massacre.
Look at you.
You know, for all the shit that this figure catches, and I'm not... Oh, Hasbro. It looks better in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still going to do some custom to it.
Who else is in that wave?
Here I am looking at the front of the package going, I can't remember. Siren, Havoc, Vulcan, Maggot, Darwin.
So Siren and Havoc would have been the two that I would have gotten if not for Bone Breaker, and so I'm getting the whole set.
Siren.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the rest of the wave before I open. I guess I'll be back. It'll be after Celebration at some point before the rest of them come out.
You know, I don't know when they're going to be out, but I am really looking forward to, as strange as this sounds, I'm really looking forward to that controller build a figure. I think that looks awesome.
Well, that's popping up overseas too, isn't it?
I think so. That and the Rhino. I'm looking forward to that new Rhino as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm not saying it's great, but it looks better than I originally thought. But I am gonna grab my old face-off one and see what I can do some switching, see some if the head works on the new one.
The old Face Off one?
Yeah, the Toy Biz.
Toy Biz one? Oh man.
Because that's my Victor head.
Mm. Oh, speaking of, but just because it caught my eye, you've got Mastermind pieces, right?
Yeah, for you?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Because with Toad announced and Mastermind Code, oh man,
it's over here in your pile.
Ooh, I can't wait for that. That's awesome.
I'm going to try to do a play day before Celebrate. I got to do a video or two before I head up your way and then to California, which I plan on doing some video of some kind while I'm out there. But I also like to have the bases covered while I'm gone. So hopefully I'll have play day stuff that week or get this shown.
Yeah, because I'm excited for that.
Here, want to see the action?
Then because then, man, we're gonna have to like shift gears on these for like once you're back all the way until leading up to Comic-Con about expectations and wants that we want to see and stuff like that, because that's gonna be here.
I hate to say this, I didn't hear a word.
No, I said when you were
in the other room
back from Celebration, like the focus of these is going to have to shift to what we want to see at San Diego until San Diego, because there's only going to be like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah. Bow.
Ah, yes. Is that on Mobius?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I have lined up.
Have to remove the jacket, and I gave him the cigarette. I went old school with it.
Very nice. Very nice. That head and the ability to now make that, even if I wasn't interested in the rest of the Hellfire set, makes that Hellfire set worth it.
Yeah.
Because that's original Brotherhood member, man.
That and Pierce I'm using with my Reavers for the moment. I'm still working through the Reavers customs because I want a more Outbacky looking Donald Pierce.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that Hellfire group looks really good now altogether. Yeah. It really does.
It's Rebel 10 Customs. That's where I get a lot of the cloth goods type stuff. Robo needs a huge U-Haul to take Veebs all his stuff.
but that's good, because he can take his stuff back with him. I think you have a dozen, maybe not quite that many Ultimate figures now.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I have used some SH Figure Art Star Wars and some Wrestlers and some Origins.
Dang.
And some custom work.
Dang.
Your Kitty and your Echo goggles and
oh yeah.
Your fixed Gandalf eyes.
Wait, tech goggles, right? Yeah. Oh, fixed Gandalf eyes.
Yes. Tech. Yeah.
Yay.
I'm kind of proud of this. I'm not doing the Lord of the Rings line, and when I got this out, it is stiff as hell. It's
And the wrist sleeve. Oh
yeah. But the biggie was the eyes, and I'm kind of proud of myself on getting them. This isn't going to show up. What am I doing? But
mine, it seriously looks like he is like rolling over to pass out. Oh, it's so bad.
This looks more McKellen, I think.
Yeah. Well, and you say you're not doing the Lord of the Rings one, but you've got an Aragorn sitting over there, my friend.
Well, it was easier to buy one, fix it, and bring it to you. So I'll figure out something to do with it. What can I do with a long-haired, bearded dude?
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Especially one as handsome as Vigo.
That's right. Oh, wait. You have one of those too, huh?
What?
Did you say was it Strider?
Yeah, it's for you.
Yeah. I forgot that there was that too. So I guess I'll have 2. Robo buys Ultimates. Which ones? I haven't got Turtles from you for a couple of waves, huh?
Yeah.
I pick and choose on the Turtles for the most part.
You got a couple waves of Turtles, couple waves of Thundercats. Wait,
You got to finish off those.
do you have Slithe yet?
Nope, it's still like you.
Yeah, 3 waves of Thundercats here.
Damn.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think I've gotten any of the.
You
wait,
wouldn't
I may
have
have
them.
some over there.
You just have the Mattel ones, or the ones that were out under the Mattel.
Yeah, because I hate to say this, but the Mattel stuff's still in the boxes. I was waiting for the team, to crack them open because I didn't have space. Right, I still don't
You're
have
gonna
space.
get them.
I haven't opened any turtles yet until the 4.
Dang, we gotta do something with that.
Yeah,
You need to take, because you have 2 of them with you, right? Yeah, we need to like reserve that. See if we can get Kyle to come on here, and you can open all of them on a live stream.
Oh, my Vigo looks more like Nick Cage. Let's ride to Gondor.
We're going to Gondor.
We had a tiny earthquake last week, and all it did was knock over all of my TMNT ultimates.
Ah, dang.
Oh, JC Troller just got home from work, so maybe I missed it. I saw you would be at PowerCon. Are you doing a panel or anything, or just hanging out? I'll say hello.
Don't know yet.
Yeah, I have no idea. In fact,
we'll have space there.
Yeah, I was so busy planning for Celebration that I kind of, whenever you were getting together for San Diego, I was like, yeah, I get to that. But now we're booked for San Diego, and PowerCon's just a few weeks after that. So
yeah,
we'll see.
It should be fun.
Yeah, definitely say hello.
Yeah. Yeah, Slithe is the ultimates. Slithe is I'm character bias, I know, but he is the best ultimates figure they've done so far, I think.
You know what? Is the orc is the orc the smaller one? Urukai is the big one?
The Urukai are the big ones, yeah.
Every time I see a Urukai, since I'm doing Astonishing X-Men customs again, when I did the bad guy the first time around.
Oh, yeah.
One of those days, I'm blanking. Ord,
yeah.
I made it out of that same figure from Toy Biz.
Wow.
So now that I'm seeing the diamond one, I'm thinking, oh God, do I need a new Ord? Now,
and those are pretty solid.
Yeah.
Those are pretty solid. So
that's a lot of sculpt work though, and that's what I like to avoid these days.
Yeah.
Sorry to change the subject, but Robo, did you get Mofex Captain Phasma, and does she hold up now? Oh,
that's the shiny one, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the one I still use as the main.
Yeah, me too.
The model kit was mirror finish. The Mofex is shiny, but has a slight patina to it.
Slight, yeah.
The SH Figure Arts was tiny.
And not.
Black Series was huge.
Yeah, and not shiny.
Yeah. If you're going to go for a Captain Phasma, get Mofex.
Yeah. And it clearly goes to Bebop and Rocksteady as far as ultimates. Bebop, Rocksteady, and Muckman are very, very, very close in there. Yes, you can't go wrong with them either. I just think overall, like, Slithe is a little more solid or something. I don't know.
Plus, Slithe was the one you're looking forward to the most when the line started, right? Before the line started?
I had like a 2-hour long conversation with Eric Treadaway at San Diego or New York Toy Fair. Like when Mattel was just announced about having that stupid license about Slithe. So yeah.
To the point where he was like, was he backing away?
No. He was right there. It's weird. Eric and I have a lot of our favorite characters from certain properties. We have a lot of commonality there. So it gets real nerdy talking to him about a lot of stuff like that.
We're back to the Slithe cast.
Yeah. And
2 weeks you do talk about Slithe.
talk about, because we talked about Merman and Trapjaw like crazy for a session one time too, and it was yeah.
So you're into green characters.
I've got a type.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just saw confirmation that there will be official live streams from Celebration next week. Official live streams. That's cool. I mean, we've talked about it. I think the last 2 years has changed. Even if going back to live shows, it's going to change how information is dispersed.
Yeah, and that was one of those things because San Diego's got a weird thing about recording panels, and I mean, it's not a weird thing, but it's their thing.
Never had a trouble until, I mean, it was kind of was it San Diego or was it the panel? It's the people running the panel itself.
I don't remember, but my point is that I can see that morphing a lot.
Yeah.
With these shows, because there's going to be an
I guess
for that kind of thing now.
What year was it with Squirrel Girl? Was that year they were live streaming from the Marvel booth?
They've done that a couple of times, yeah, because there was Squirrel Girl, and who else did they show off?
Ghost Rider with the big funky body.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who else, but it was
somebody else. There was another female that they showed off for the first time. I don't know if it was Dazzler or I don't remember who it was. But...
Was it Dazzler? Was it Shang-Chi? Was it the comic? Yeah.
Hell, I
can't even remember.
Yeah.
I just remember I think we were getting food or something. It was like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Look,
we find out about this like everybody.
Phoebes, do you know any news about TMNT Loot Crate boxes?
I don't. And I don't think that that's something that is probably going to be commented on or announced until the time comes. I will say this because I've said this and I feel strongly about this. I think that I think they're going to figure out a way to at least get those figures to everybody. Because I think those are done, or they're almost, all of them are almost done. So I don't know. I wish we could find out about it, but I think that hopefully before San Diego, maybe we'll know something. I don't know, but I'm not quite hitting the panic button about the actual figures themselves, but I'm not sure.
Because I don't know, that being under the same umbrella, but different entities,
Yeah.
I don't know if anything can legally be said by.
No, and that's something. So that's something too that I can say. I know it's difficult to be able to think in terms of like when in a corporate structure, when a parent company or a parent individual or whatever owns different companies, how partitioned, and for legal reasons, financial reasons, and whatnot, just how partitioned those types of things can be, because I have worked in places like that in the past, and I wouldn't know any more about, if I work for company A, I wouldn't know anything more about company B than somebody walking down the street. So I don't know. But we'll see.
Celebration. Oh, sorry, you were cutting out.
No.
Celebration is next week. Where was the other thing I just saw? Oh, would you buy a Black Series Mandalorian Naboo Starfighter with new Din Djarin and Grogu figures?
Look who you're asking.
Man, I can just add it to my pile of ships over there, where the snow speeders.
He said ships
on top of the TIE fighter.
He said ships with a P.
Ships. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that TIE Fighter, that's the only like Black Series thing that I have that I don't display. Because
You have? Do you have
I
it?
own it. I don't know how to display it.
Yeah, me
And I
neither.
don't put a lot of effort into it because it's not a classics one. Or a classic one, like a original one.
I haven't received my passes in the mail yet. I don't know how that works. I didn't register directly. I'm actually helping out with the Dorkside booth. So come by the Dorkside booth if you're going to be the celebration. That's probably where I'm going to be standing, hanging out.
Where we're gonna sell you some Star Wars. Sell
Man,
you
it's even
Star
there.
Wars.
Put up some grid, unbox some boxes. G.I. Joe is there. I eventually sold the TIE Fighter. It was taking up too much space. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy and say, no, since it's not an OT TIE Fighter, but I would probably have put more thought or effort into finding a way to display it if it was. But as it stands, since it's
Yeah.
not displayed right now.
Yeah. I would love to have a OT TIE
Oh,
Fighter. It'd be
but
smaller, actually. Well, I don't know. I think the panels on the side would be about the same, but a smaller bulb in the middle. I picked up the yellow Mandroid thing to use as a Mandroid thing. But I'm hearing the ship is pretty good too. What is that?
I haven't opened them yet just because I've actually been enjoying looking at them, and maybe I'll wait until I get Merrick and Galen Urso. I finally got my Rogue One set like this.
Yeah.
And they all came at the same time because I ordered them all together, and I haven't really had like a whole team. Man, that looks slick. I love that.
Who's missing? No, that's
Well,
all of them, right?
no, nobody's missing, quote unquote missing. It's just that I've got to think that Galen Urso and Merrick are coming out soon, and I just kind of wanted to add 2 more on there, but we'll see if I open these this week.
They look pretty good in the face. I only have who do I have?
Well, Bodhi finally.
I have Bodhi.
I mean, for me, the ones that really needed it and they were the most needed of the entire line, in my opinion, aside from Poe or Jin and Cassian.
Yeah.
Were both horrible before, and they are significantly better. Cassian still looks a little like dead-eyed, expressionless. But I don't worry about him quite as much simply because there's going to be more, right?
Yeah. With the show coming, at least you could buy doubles and maybe put the new head on the old body and have the Rogue One.
Flip it around. Yeah.
It's not just a paint job on the TIE Fighter, though. It needs to be condensed down to one seat and take off the cogs on the outside. The spacely sprockets.
Yeah, the Cogswell.
Cogswell?
Was it Cogswell or Cogsworth?
I think it was Cogswell.
Cogswell, yeah. There's one on one side, a spacely sprocket on the other side. They split that Imperial contract.
Yeah, I was seeing your reports on Merrick showing up at Walgreens, and you made me go to Walgreens again. So I blame you for that wastage. No, I was cutting through the parking lot anyway, and I thought I better jump in there and see what's going on.
Yeah, those are some long-standing Target pre-orders. That's for sure. Because it's been a year. It's coming up on a year.
Oh yeah, they're missing Krennic. Need a photo reel.
I have a Benty repaint of that, which I had Benty repaints of all of these, which held well.
Oh yeah, I bought eBay repaints of all of them directly before. I mean, I think I posted that play day, and then 2 weeks later they had the live stream of, "Hey, we're gonna redo Rogue One" or announcement or something. Yeah. See. Oh, don't forget about the Jedi Trooper.
Yeah, that's true. Where is that? Did I already get that? I did. Damn it, I opened that one already.
You need to buy another.
Hi-ya.
Yeah? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Oh, a Sabine Wren type. That would be cool.
Yeah. With a repainted Sabine.
For later season? Oh, yeah, she did the tie repaint later season, I think.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. It's been a little while since I've seen Rebels. Do not correct me.
I shall not.
Not you. I'm talking to them.
Oh.
No. It'll be 1 year, June 10th, for Merrick and Galen.
Woo.
Well, let me tell you about a little figure I like to call 89 Batman.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Between that, it's almost become commonplace for me to think, oh, well, it's not coming out on time. Cool. Or whatever.
Shit,
I'll just wait longer. Because between that and Metacom, they're just hammering away at me.
I was just going to say, darn it. You just reminded me about Mezco Fantastic Four that's not out yet either.
Yeah. Although that hasn't been too far back. It's been a little while.
As far as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, now you have to wait for Saw Gerrera. That'll fit too. You're never opening that Rogue One set.
I just need to pull the Band-Aid off and do it.
You ever thought about just slicing the sides off and keeping those?
Oddly enough, what I actually do is I which that'll be a good segue for something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Ooh.
Number ones, I've kept of all the different colors.
Really?
So far.
Just because?
Just because. So that I've got that going on as far as that goes. But I need some talking through here. Then this is probably a pretty mundane topic, but
yeah.
Like every spring here at my house, because we have so many trees, my father-in-law and I did some tree trimming and whatnot on my property. So I have a pretty good size brush pile that I'm actually getting ready to burn next weekend. I have maybe every single Ultimates figure packaging still. I have not had the heart to dispose of them. And it's getting to the point now, and it's going to be getting even worse. That it's ridiculous. And it's stupid, it's silly, it's not sustainable. So I've kind of gotten myself back to, I think maybe I'll keep one like from each line instead. So I'm trying to work out whether or not these are going to actually be ashes to ashes next weekend or not. I haven't made up my mind yet. And I'm going to be open to being pushed one direction, or I think I want to do it. It's just I feel like, oh, the packaging is so beautiful on those. It's so difficult to make that decision.
I mean, there's a few retro carded figures that I'm keeping because of that, but man, I don't know where to, because everything I have in package here is just to make it stackable until I get to it.
Well, and you know, I'm not talking about carded versions, because for some of my favorite characters like Slythe and whatnot, I have a carded version. These are the empty packages from what's on the shelf.
Yeah.
But God dang, the packaging is just so pretty. It's so hard.
Darth Vader style funeral.
Yeah. And that's exactly what it would be. That's exactly what it would be. It's like I wouldn't have the heart to just like toss them all on. I'd have to like start and then one at a time. Oh, yeah. Bye. Bye, Tigra. Oh, bye. You know, friggin' Starscream. Bye, Rocksteady. Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because as soon as something's empty, my brain doesn't even consider it an entity anymore. It doesn't exist.
Because well, and part of my thing though too is that like sometimes the only way to preserve something is to destroy it. I believe that, as
Mhm.
strange as that sounds. So that's probably a part of it, but that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be good with this. But at the same time, it's like, damn, those things are so pretty.
Yeah, but you have pictures.
I
You
do.
can always find them.
I
Hell, take
do.
a picture of a pile of them
Yeah.
all together.
Maybe you're right. Since I don't have the runner thing going down, I can like lay every single one of them down
Mhm.
next to each other and just take. Oh, that would be cool, actually, and take a picture.
Yeah, just for posterity.
Yeah,
Here in 20 years, you'll be like, "Oh, look at that pile of packaging I
but
used to have."
and and what that will do is it will force me to, because every spring I essentially have to do this, right?
Mhm.
Because we have so many trees. Do the same thing next spring and like keep the packaging from now until then, and then
Oh,
take
and then it
another
becomes an
picture.
event.
Yeah, yeah.
It's time for spring cleaning, outside and in.
Yeah, because yeah.
I felt like destroying something beautiful.
Yep, and that's exactly what it would be.
Mhm.
So it seems to be unanimous, mostly, from the good people
Yeah, there's
today, that fire is the path to, enlightenment here. And I was
yeah, there's
kind of already in that headspace, but I wanted to ask the people who have probably, gone through those same thoughts, because my wife is like, burn that shit now.
get it out. Dump the SHF boxes? Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just promotional pictures wrapped in, on cardboard. There's
Yeah.
no in fact, if it wasn't for the metallic font writing, that's pretty much the only really design thing to it. A bunch of shiny black, and I'm looking over here because I have Veeb's I have your Boba Fett and Mandalorian
Oh yeah, yeah.
to bring up. And it's just shiny black with some words. It's no vintage package where there's kind of a design scheme to it or some nostalgia behind it.
Yeah. Well,
After I take the figure out of those, it's just a container.
well, like I said, for empty, I don't like. I've always thought the accumulation of empty packages was a head problem, which I'm sure it is with me. And I've never done that before. It's just been with these because they're such gorgeous packaging. Um, but I think it's time, and maybe I will record it, and so we can play it back later, of the hideous raging inferno.
Hmm. Haven't had a good fire in a while. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. And
I think,
it's, I have enough brush that, because usually when I do this thing, it's like it's no problem. It burns bright for about 30 minutes and then it's done.
yeah,
But it's pretty significant this time, so I'm waiting for my father-in-law to come up here and we'll do it, um,
yeah.
two of us. So yeah,
We used to do a control burn on the field, but
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad was a firefighter and knew all the people around. And other than that, I had a neighbor burning trash one time, try to set my house on fire.
Oof.
He came knocking on the door, and I looked out and I saw him, but nothing behind him. It was just all smoke. I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" I came out, so I'm standing in the yard with the water. Get back, fire, back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like this type of thing is completely foreign to me because I've never lived outside of the concrete jungle until, I've
Mhm.
taken some steps out this way. So he was the one that's like, "Oh yeah, just burn that, blah 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 blah," and got me set up and showed me how to do it and whatnot. And it's satisfying to see like this stuff like leave your life. But now it's like, oh man.
Rising to the heavens.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Send it off in style. And I don't know. because I have to do it anyway because of the brush. It's like I'm having to have a fire as it is, and these are paper products and whatnot. So
yeah,
to me, it's better than putting it, somewhere.
added in the GI Joe barbecue.
That's a
Dun,
good
dun,
idea.
dun, dun.
There he is.
On
There he
skis, just in
is.
case. I have such a problem getting this figure to stand. I haven't put it with the rest yet because so that's actually what the skis are for.
I was gonna ask. I was like, all right, I've made it clear I'm not the biggest GI Joe expert in the world, but when the hell did he have skis?
He didn't. Those are some my desk here.
You could have made up something even half-assed, and I would have believed you.
He did not have pink skis in the series, but I think that came with a Fortnite. Oh yeah, the shark. And I thought, well, I wonder if this fits on a GI Joe figure. I put it on there. It helped him stand up. It's been there ever since.
I like it. It's like the Optimus Prime with the surfboard and basketball that I just got, man. That's lovely.
pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, stuff I open, the accessories usually stay laying here, or whatever customs I'm working on, the parts and pieces are laying here. I've got Wookie parts galore at the moment. Just
well, so I guess it's going to happen, but I like the idea of making it an annual event now, and I'm going to put all of these down, and I'm going to take a picture of it. I think the only ones that I don't have are Ren and Stimpy because I accidentally just tossed those one day. But I think I have everything else. So
that is,
I'll hold on to I think I'll probably still hold on to one of each, right? For posterity at the moment.
Well, like the leader of that team or the best character on that team. So Donatello and Lino and
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah. One of the Toxies, because the Toxie ones are some of the best ones that they've done. So, yeah.
What do you guys think about the official Lego Optimus Prime?
It's rad.
It looks cool, but it's stiff, I guess. I mean, I'm not super into Lego.
I would probably be more excited for it if I didn't have a whole bunch of the Masters of the Universe Mega Block stuff that I still need to put together because I don't have time for it.
Yeah, you have a castle to put together, don't you?
Yeah, and now there's rumors that Snake Mountain may be announced.
Really?
Help me.
Let's be honest. Barbecue on skis is not the craziest thing we've seen on G.I. Joe.
That's what I meant. I was like, I just got an Optimus Prime with a surfboard, for Christ's sake. I believe it.
Robo, do you have a Wookiee wish list for Star Wars Black? A Wookiee wish list?
I do.
You'd take a new Chewbacca, huh?
Black series?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like from top to bottom new?
You know, it wasn't until I tore apart 3 or 4 different Chewbaccas, and
you murdering
when I was working on that Black Chrysanthemum. And what was the GameStop Wookiee?
The one with the red? I don't know what the name is. Yeah.
I think that was the last one, and there was actually some evolution to those figures. They softened up some things, added some articulation in the torso.
Really?
Yeah, because what does the original Chewbacca have, like 2 cuts in the torso?
I think so.
3 sections. They've knocked it down to 2, and there's actually some movement on that last Wookiee, which I think, did they use that? That's the Solo Chewbacca body. Yeah. But as far as other Wookiees,
itchy, lumpy,
scratchy. Wait, is that not?
Tarful. See, that's the thing. Make freaking Tarful and Black Chrysanthemum the right way. They can share.
Yeah. Get past the comic book one. Get to the You want to see what I just did to the Diamond Select? Oh, what's it look like?
Current, yeah.
Oh, this is what mine looks like. Here, there's his arms.
Oh, you
I
monster!
if it wasn't an inch, I cut most of an inch out of that torso.
That's crazy because you're right. He is all torso. His legs.
He's all torso, and once you get the parts popped apart, that Chewbacca head is actually slightly smaller than the Black Series.
Well, and we were talking about it because I have so many things that are now in like that 110 scale from like the 80s and whatnot. It's like, oh, it'd be fun to have a Star Wars figure to scale with that too. So I bought this one, and then it's like the Black Series one would have fit fine too.
Yeah. But once I did this, because I'm building another black chrysanthemum, I wanted one that was thicker, and this is going to work. Well, I actually need to buy a belt sander to get some of the parts flat. That's where I'm at this point. But once I did that and I got this down, I almost like this better than the black. Well, I do like it better, except for the eye paint. Mine's screwed up.
So what you doing with the other one?
I'm gonna make Chewbacca to fit in with my Black Series. Because
what you doing with the other chrysanthemum?
Oh, the other chrysanthemum? I had to email somebody today about another set of armor and stuff. I may have to strip this down to make this one and then add armor back to that one.
Gotcha.
Because having to work around the stiffness of the Diamond Select has been a chore.
Thus goes all of their figures.
I still have to do some sanding on the hips, because when I put the fur shirt down over it, it splits it too far apart.
And they don't lie.
The shortened down Chewbacca, I've got it down to Black Series size.
See, and that
and these are Black Series hands with that big ass wrist thing they did.
Yeah,
that just popped out by itself. The Black Series hands pop right into the socket.
How many more of those did you order, did you say?
Just one. But if I get my belt sander in, it'll be easy just to mass produce. Because honestly, I mean, once you start looking at the browns and stuff on the Select, it looks so much more natural. And you go back to the Black Series and they're orangey.
Yeah.
That looked good at the time, that you thought, oh, well, Chewbacca
looks more like brown. Yeah. It looks more toyish than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and then fix the eyes on the Diamond Select.
Yeah, mine's got a little McFarlane side eye going on here.
Yeah, he looks a little wide at the hips, but that's because it wasn't meant to. Because originally, it was right there, and his hips were way too low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I mean, just seeing it proportionally, the way that you're holding it, it looks so much better.
I lost the piece up inside. There it is. Okay. Yeah. I like it. It'll work as chrysanthemum. Well, like chrysanthemum, he needs this. I need to widen the shoulders somehow.
Yeah, because the shoulders are narrow.
Yeah. Which works for Chewbacca.
Not that Chewbacca's got like these giant shoulders or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Them's birthing hips.
And I think Chewie is due for a new mold, but he still needs to get in line behind R2, for God's sake. R2 is the one who really needs a new mold.
And I think I saw some comment. I think it was the forum was talking about R2 needs a new mold. And somebody said, well, that would just give them, they'd just repaint the hell out of it and screw the collectors over by having to make them buy them all over again. And I'm like, I didn't buy them the first time because of how much that R2 mold sucks.
Yep.
I got a couple of the R2s, like the vintage carded.
Mm-hmm.
And originally we were so excited about 6-inch stuff that, oh yeah, give me R2.
Yeah. I've got R2 and I've got the vintage carded R4 R5, right? Is it R5?
Vintage carded R5.
Is that the
Yeah,
one that they
that
did? That was
GameStop.
exclusive somewhere? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I've got was it all four? That those the metal one that they did at the Disney stores?
Oh,
Was it
no,
all
I've seen.
four? Or
Was it R4?
was it his second one? I don't know. Whichever
I
one.
don't.
I've got that one, and that one to me I like better. It's too big, but I like it being too big more.
Oh, you're talking about the Disney.
Those metal ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Grievous. Terrible.
I got the R4, whatever it is, and I get the there was the Gonk droid too.
Gonk work? Oh well, those come in all kinds of different sizes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works perfectly well enough for me.
I should have picked that up whenever whenever I saw it. But those go. Yeah, I think those got expensive afterwards.
But I still like the. Was it the Metacom R2? As horrible as the 3PO was, the R2 is actually pretty nice, right?
Yes.
I still think I like the way that one looks the best.
That one is definitely up there, but I think I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is. The SHF edges it out ever so much, and that's my main display. The clicky lights.
Yeah, they're both really nice.
Yeah, those are both beautiful.
And that's with, like I said, the Metacom one having to carry the weight of that horrific 3PO.
Yeah. That I eventually, I think I have fixed that. I put it together, but I don't move it. Cranky, I'm looking at a 1-inch, I think, and it's just for toys. I've ran into too many things where I've wanted to shorten a limb, and I make the slice, and then I slice off what I need, and then I go to put the two parts together. It's not perfect. I mean, because it's cut with a hacksaw or a hobby blade or something. I need a belt sander to make them connect. Give some flatness to it. Just a cheapie.
I'm not even sure if I know what a belt sander looks like.
The belt sander, I'm getting one. I think I'm getting one with the long belt, and then on the side is a disc sander that I can.
Okay, so I know what that looks like, and it's like a big piece of sandpaper that goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been to a hardware store.
I need to. Of course, I'll need a place to put it. I put the model kit R2 and R5 is pretty cool too. Needs some paint, but that's okay. Yeah. There's a wind-up gonk in the parks.
Huh.
Interesting.
I've got the remote control mouse droid, but
I think we were planning to go to Galaxy's Edge, but apparently you need some kind of I don't know, that we may not be able to go, that we may end up at Universal Studios instead. I'm like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Which is okay. You know me. I like seeing new things. I've never been there. But I think we're going to try to go to Galaxy's Edge first thing that morning and get, see what happens, if we can get in or not.
It's funny, at least in Florida, aside from the Harry Potter area in Universal, because that's very, very well done. Like Universal Studios is kind of like your drunk uncle compared to Disney World. It's kind of cool and a little lowbrow, but it's there's definitely some fun rides there for sure.
I'm not even in it for the rides. I just want to see,
Yeah.
I like seeing, well, that's what I was excited for, was at least, seeing Star Wars ships and stuff. But hey.
Have you not done any Galaxy Edge yet?
No.
Oh, man.
Just a little bit of Galaxy's Edge they had at Celebration Chicago, and I think that was before the parks even opened.
See,
I had a little kind of walkthrough.
I think we're going back for the first time since before all of this in September. Or taking everybody, we're taking the girls, and we're going to go to Disney World again. So,
World is Florida.
Yeah.
Ooh, I may have to go by Harbor Freight. Yeah, because it's not like I'm using it for industrial stuff. I just want to sand on an action figure every now and then.
Mm.
Oh, and it'd be much easier. Oh man, yeah, belt sander would be much easier to remove material. I'm selling myself on.
See, I'm gonna
on
burn
hardware.
shit. You're gonna sand shit. This was a good
See,
conversation. These were good conversations to
destruction.
yeah. Yeah, we got pretty metal here this afternoon.
Elite FX Elite Sabers. I'm jumping on the new Kenobi one, and I'm curious if they're worth the money.
Elite's the new ones that are real expensive, right?
Yeah, I
So,
think.
so I have the original Kenobi one, the first Kenobi one, right? And I have the lightsaber that I built at Galaxy's Edge. Those are the only two that I have, but I did put in a pre-order for the new Kenobi one because it's Kenobi.
I don't know which lightsaber I have. I
You
need to
got one
check.
from somebody as a gift, right?
Yeah, my daughter's ex-husband. It was trying to win me over, and he gave it to me.
See,
I was like, "Oh, this is sweet," and then yeah,
see, people come and go.
lightsabers are forever.
Yeah.
Until they get split apart in a duel of force.
It's
The elites are the best non-custom sabers you can get.
it's Kenobi, and that's excellent to hear. So it's going to be it'll be an ad. I almost got the Dooku one as well because it's such a wild design and I really like it, but I ended up backing out of that. But I can't not get Kenobi, and I'm still scared that there's going to be a hot toy announced soon. And
you know there's going to be a hot toy, right?
yeah.
Did you ever get a Dooku for your Anakin? And
no, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just having the two of them is cool too.
What helmets do you have? I know a few of them, but
me,
yeah.
Let's see. I got Luke's, or the X-wing one, right? Vader, Stormtrooper, Boba, the first Boba, and Mando.
I got the repaint Boba.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I have a shock trooper and a shadow trooper. That's all.
And I also have Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Black Panther? Yeah, I have those as well.
Are those around in the other room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I have the Star Wars helmets, I need one more to like fill the space perfectly. So I've been real like I haven't done a repaint one because it's like, oh, they're gonna do a more, unique one or something that it's gonna be like, well, shit, now I've got too many damned helmets and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
Because you
I
said
don't know who it would be at this point.
Did you have Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have Fett.
And Vader.
Mando.
Yep. And X-wing, Luke.
Yeah. I was trying to think of something different because there was the Death Watch that I think just came out, but that's just mostly.
And have they announced Django, or was that leaked?
I don't know, but what about Does it have it's one of those days. I swear, no names.
I keep thinking that they're going to do like a 3PO, like Iron Man kind of,
Oh, 3PO would be cool.
And that would be the one that I would want to have, but it's like I can't like hold on. I'm going to end up regretting it if
I do have a protocol droid head.
Yeah, you do.
It's not C3PO, but I like it more because it's not C3PO.
Mm.
Yeah, there it is. It's black with a silver V on it.
Yeah,
but I would go for a C3PO. One of the weird things.
A Rex helmet would be cool too.
Oh, Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, the female Mandalorian in Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah, the armor. Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be cool, but also,
No, they should abandon the helmet thing and just do a very realistic mask of the client, so I can walk around as Werner Herzog.
I would like to see the baby. Armor.
I guess a scout trooper helmet would be cool too.
Thank you, Jason. Bo-Katan.
Oh, is that who you were talking about?
They made one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or they have one out? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Ugh.
Oh, it has a helmet coming out. Yeah, but it also, I mean, you have a couple of Mandalorian type
Mandalorian
helmets.
ones, yeah.
Yeah. Something.
What if they did like a forlom or something like that?
Oh, that'd be cool.
That could be cool.
You need an IG-88 head.
I need several for behind my bar.
Yeah, that's just hanging.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Biker Scout would be cool.
Yeah.
I like the Scarif. I like the Shore Trooper design.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too. So yeah, there's a lot that could be done that would be more unique to add than like another Mandalorian one or one that's just repainted. Because didn't they do Wedge as well?
They could go all out on the X-wing helmets, couldn't they?
Yeah, and they did one design that I absolutely hate from the sequel trilogy is the
their X-wing helmets.
Resistant, their X-wing helmets. Those are so ugly. I can't stand those. So
they're so small. They stick up. They're more like a bike helmet.
Yeah. So I skipped that one for sure.
Where's my Porkins helmet?
Damn.
Oh, Royal Guard would be kind of neat.
Yeah, that'd be tall. But you're right, that would be cool.
That would be, it'd look out of place, wouldn't it, sitting in with the rest?
Well, and that's the thing, it's on a high shelf, so I've got to think about clearance space.
Yeah.
To the ceiling.
I stopped a cosplayer one time, one of the 501st guys that was doing Royal Guard. I was like, do you have any movement whatsoever? And you're Batman. You're just looking down. It sits all the way on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a trap.
Oh, but that would be one that I would buy without hesitation.
I saw a great looking mall mask at Walmart a couple of times a few months back. You could get one of those.
Well, no. We were talking about NECA before. One of the companies that are kind of under that same umbrella now, they make high-end Star Wars masks and whatnot too, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so.
Oh yeah, an Umbra Arc Trooper would be awesome. Some Halloween. I called it orange throughout the review, and people started commenting, well, isn't that yellow?
It's kind of a mustard color, isn't it?
Yeah, against the black, it seems very orangey. But I called the Dathomir dude. He was yellow, and it's the same color on both figures. I don't know what happened. Or close to the same color.
I was going to say, he's a little paler, right?
Yeah, just barely. But I guess that skews my eye into yellow, whereas the Umbra went orange for some reason.
Made me think orange. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Phasma helmet.
Tusken would be cool.
That just popped. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm staring at my shelf over here trying to
different figures.
Well, even a fleet trooper helmet would kind of be neat.
You'd have to have a mannequin head underneath, though.
Yeah, and I'd need like a deeper shelf, I think.
Yeah, that and a Death Star trooper gunner.
Yep.
Snow trooper would be tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Shore Trooper is pretty much if I work To cosplay any trooper, it would be Shore Trooper because they
You
can
used to
sit
just
down.
do that so you could move.
Yeah, so you can sit down, run around. You're wearing pants with some armor plates that you're in there.
Uh-huh. Well, biker scout, you can.
Oh, Boosh.
Oh, heck yeah.
Bausch. Hmm?
Yeah. That would be a really good one.
You got to think they're going to get in. Well, Bad Batch helmets would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, those would be cool.
Oh, a Grievous head. Kind of like hollowed out, like it was found on Utapau later.
Yeah.
After the organics had rotted out of it.
Yeah. Man. Well, there's certainly not a dearth.
No.
K2SO head would be cool, but your neck's too big.
Yeah, that's when they started getting it. Well, I guess that goes all the way back to battle droids and where there's no possible way you could cosplay as a droid. And also kind of
How about
there's been some good toys, but it makes it more difficult to get an action figure standing up when it's a battle droid or a skeleton.
How about a very, 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 very realistic Bib Fortuna mask?
I would agree. You have the what is it? The Leku or whatever hanging down in front of your cabinets and stuff.
My children would hate me.
Oh, have that staring down at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fwoosh conversations about Star Wars always make me realize how much potential is wasted currently.
It's kind of slow going. I'll agree.
You know what? Now that I think about it, your little alcove would have been perfect for Jabba's.
Yeah.
Have a
Let's
Jabba
fill with arcade machines now.
Yeah. Or even better, over on your master's side over there. That would have been a little Jabba throne room.
Wait, on the other side where the TV and stuff is now?
Well, but it worked better right there, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would, actually.
Yep.
Dang.
You down for a life-size Jabba and protocol droid and
I'd have to have people on the payroll to be like inside the puppet all the time.
Because in the other room, that's where you'd have the original Sauce Noodles and Max Rebo and have the puppeteer just kicking a leg.
I don't know, man. I love Star Wars to death, but if I was putting together space for a band like that, it would be the Rock-afire Explosion from Showbiz Pizza.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Do you still search for that every now and then? Do you kind of keep an eyeball on? Do you have a saved search on eBay or Craigslist or something? Is Craigslist still a thing?
No, I don't.
Do you?
It's possible, but generally it returns nightmare fuel.
Yeah. I bet a lot of that stuff needs some TLC whenever they're wanting to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
Dot Matrix head would be awesome.
Hell, just a Spaceball helmet, man.
Yeah.
That was was it the last time we were there or the time before?
It was a few times before.
Man, those guys were probably my favorite cosplay picture find of any convention ever, was the two Spaceballs. That was amazing to me. Those guys their costumes were perfect. They were hilariously awesome, cool, nice dudes. That was great.
Damn, I'm trying to think of what year that was. It was before, though.
I think it was not the last one, but maybe the one before that. It was not recent, but rather recent.
Oh, the door droid would be cool.
Oh, yeah, the eyeball thing.
Hey,
that'd be good to put on the door to the basement.
Yeah, it's sticking through.
Yeah.
You just have a stick on the other side with a handle.
Or whatever.
So
I
Veebs, the warehouse where they were made is about an hour from me in Orlando.
really. I feel an A-team adventure coming together here.
I haven't been at Orlando. I was 17. We'll stop over in, where would we stop over? We'd stop by Dorkside
Yeah.
on the way, and then head down to Orlando, pick up your Rockafire, head back in a U-Haul.
Forget the middle of the aisle thing, man. We're gonna have a whole freaking.
I jump on the interstate. I drove a U-Haul through the middle of Kansas City. I can drive a U-Haul back from Orlando on the highway.
Well, but that's the thing that sucks is that there was a bar here in town that had all of them repurposed, reprogrammed to the jukebox and everything, and the place closed before I even got to go there. It made me so sad.
Is it still sitting in that building, or?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Hmm.
man, I would. Woo.
Oh, later, Fuzzy.
Have fun. It thunderstormed like crazy here this morning, so I'm glad I got all of that stuff done yesterday.
I finally got the yard mowed in full this week, and then it kind of rained overnight. And they say it's supposed to happen here in a couple hours. Just need to talk, just enough to knock the heat off, but bring the humidity up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was like I was up late last night, and then it was like 6:30 in the morning here to like house shaking thunder. So
No kidding.
yeah.
That's how it was not before last. I remember waking up to.
Yep, and it was like because it hadn't rained very much here in probably a week and a half or so, and I was like, okay, I'll get everything done, and then it'll be nice for a while. And it's like, nope, it'll be the grass is going to grow like crazy again.
I'm kind of in the backwoods, and after that flood a couple of years ago, it's I don't know if it's messed up the ground or something. I got to get some guys out here for some drainage, some landscaping and such. Because like this week was the first week I haven't had puddles or ponds in the yard.
Oh, see, I don't have that, but
no, you're pretty well. Everything runs off.
Yeah. Oh, I was just looking at this. I mentioned that I found a few turtles odds and ends, but the one thing that was at my dad's house that I didn't even know that I still had was all of my vintage Bucky O'Hare figures.
Good grief, really?
Uh-huh. And I didn't have everything from that line, but I had, a good deal of them. And yeah, so that was actually a really good find.
That's another one I don't really remember on the shelves. Was that like early 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just in that small space.
I didn't know anything about it. I just thought they were cool looking and they could kind of go in with turtles. So
Later, smoking.
Later.
Or Joe. I guess Joe would be a bit. Only thing kept in a warehouse near me is onions.
Onions are all I eat.
I can't think of a warehouse near here that I can think of. It's already getting hot in Texas. You better have a fiddle in the band.
I lived in San Antonio for many years, my friend, and it was always hot, except for like 2 weeks in February.
I can't imagine. It's already too hot for me here.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like we like the town and everything there, but it was just too hot. They are nice toys. They're very,
and I never opened it because it's so nice. Speaking of, I don't care about packages. That's one of the ones I kept on the package, but it was the chocolate Easter.
Yeah, that's Bucky. The one that I have. I have all of the regular versions, and then I have the carded chocolate rabbit. but yeah, I love them. I wish there was more of them.
They don't have that license anymore, do they? Or did they say that it's done for now? Or
Yeah, I think so. And then, with everything, I don't know how much Neil Adams himself was involved in it, but there's
yeah,
obviously been some circumstances that have changed with that. So,
95 in LA. What the hell?
whoa, really?
I was looking forward to getting away from the heat for a little bit. Maybe I know it's not super cool or anything, but
Well, it's funny because we've been talking about all this work to do down here and the fun stuff and whatnot, but we've actually been entertaining the idea of maybe going somewhere else lately because of the weather.
oh yeah,
Yeah. It probably won't happen now that the girls are in school, but yeah.
triple digits in Nevada.
Yeah, I imagine so.
What I saw something. I can't even.
Can't read that fast.
Yeah. Oh, this. No, I never reviewed the Black Series Bad Batch Rex in disguise because I had the HasCon Rex. I have the re-release Rex. I didn't like the look of that. The soft goods, and then they took away the pauldron to make way for the soft goods. I think I didn't need it. It's one of the few Star Wars things that I looked at and thought, nah.
I
I don't
have
know.
that somewhere, and I think I only have it because I was like, oh, I got a pre-order in for that.
You were so happy to actually have the pre-order go through.
Uh-huh. I want to say that I have him. Now that I figured out what you were talking about.
Mid 80s for you in celebration next week. Hell yeah. That's because I'm heading that way. It's always cool when Robo shows up. That's dumb.
All
Sorry.
right. All right.
All right. That's what I like about these shows. San Diego is on the water, not usually as bad as LA. Well, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's always nice to hit San Diego in the middle of scorching summertime here.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, it can be hot at San Diego, but the minute the sun goes down, it's perfect.
Quinn's way down there in Texas.
Yeah, we were talking about Washington State or something like that.
No. That was the movie. That was creepy. What's his name in the movie?
Creepy McConaughey.
Well, yeah, I can't remember his name in the.
Oh, yeah. But
It's been so long.
No, you were there. That was it.
That was Dazed and Confused, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew what you were talking about.
I know. I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah. I saw a meme the other day that's now further away whenever Dazed and Confused was shot and where it was set than when that movie came out to now. It's like, holy shit. Because I remember seeing that in the 90s and thinking, oh yeah, things were weird back in back in the before times.
I hate that.
Yep.
The before times.
The before times. The before me times. Yeah, that I can remember.
Yeah.
Is that a Magneto shirt? No, this is a Mando shirt.
Magnolorian.
Yeah, same helmet, kind of. I think this is a custom job. I think when it first came out, somebody sent me this shirt that I don't know, some kind of graphic. I get older, but the girls stay the same age.
That is correct.
Party at the Moon Tower.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I never get shotgun.
Oh.
Do you guys name your collection rooms?
I don't, but that's actually a good thought. It's something I haven't ever thought about, but that would be something fun to do.
I've never called it my wife actually referred to, because I was looking at some electronic hookup things, and she referred to this as the studio today. I was like, oh man, that sounds weird coming out loud, saying out loud, you know?
The studio.
Yeah. Because I'm fighting hard to turn this back into a bedroom here in the next few
Yeah.
months. So
I
be a lot
haven't ever
cooler if
even
you
thought
can.
about that, but maybe there could be a.
My son came up with this one. I've been playing No Man's Sky, which is essentially you fly around in space and you build buildings and you fabricate stuff and you harvest things and you discover. And this game is huge. There's so many planets with so many environments and different animals. And I
And do you
finally
do
got the ship.
anything, or do you just do things?
You do think, well, there's a storyline too, but I
Okay.
just wander around.
Yeah.
Just I like to see new things. Well, I finally
Such
got the
is in
ship I
life
wanted.
as in video games.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, to hell with that. I'm gonna travel here. But I finally found the ship I wanted, and it's a big body ship with wings coming up and over. And I couldn't figure out the name because I had a smaller ship before that was a little fighter that I called the Robo Wing. And when I got the big ship, I was like, yes, I have capacity now. I can store things. And I couldn't figure out what to name it. And my son was like, oh, that's the Robo Crest. I was like, yes,
Oh,
that's perfect. Because
yeah.
I always go back to the Robo Cave for my toy room, but I've never called it that out loud.
Well, you just did.
I know. But Robomobile doesn't work as well as it does in my head. It sounds like I'm stuttering, trying to say something cooler than Robomobile.
The Roblenium Falcon.
Did you just see that?
No, but God. Oh.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend RoboCrest.
And kids like it for its minty flavor.
I just call it the basement. Oh, well, man. Yeah, there's no basements around here.
That's what this is currently called, is the basement.
Oh, Veeb, since you live here in KC and buy hot toys, have you visited Tim Walker Toys in
No,
OP,
I have not.
Kansas?
I need to go check that out sometime, because actually here we go back to previous topic. My dad just sold his house, and he's actually moving back to, he's originally from when he lived in this area. He originally lived in Overland Parks, and that's where he's going back to. So
Oh, is that what OP is?
yeah, it's on the other side of the state line.
Is it kind of where? Is it north or is it due west?
Pretty much due a little north, but mostly just west.
That time I had to drive the U-Haul up there, drop ninjas off and stuff. Where I had to drop the U-Haul was northwest in this little smaller town that was kind of reminded me of more around here. It was, but it was like a hop, skip, and a jump right outside of the big city.
Really?
Yeah, it was. It felt like a little hobbit hole up that direction.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of like little suburbs and things like that. So I don't know, but
Robe
I don't know
One.
where that would have been.
Our call sign is Robe One.
Robe One.
Oh, Time Walker Toys.
Time Walker Toys. Okay.
I thought it was kind of what we were doing. His name was Tim. He was like, I'm a Tim Walker. Tim Walker.
I'm gonna name it after myself.
Yeah.
Time Walker Toy. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Oh shit! Yeah, No Man's Sky. I'm up to 100. Just doing like 2 hours after midnight every other night or something. Due west.
Due
west. Oh, I get it. Due west. Due west.
Due west. Germany, that is.
Oh, what am I going to do with this Wookie?
Make another chrysanthemum.
That's what I'm doing.
But get that belt sander.
I need the belt sander first.
Well, what you're going to? Where'd you say you were going to go check out now? Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight. Yeah, go see what they have on over there. Get this sanded down and stuff because I think I may try to take another millimeter or two out.
Get him just right.
Get him just right. I need a Mayhew head for this look.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that actually looks very much like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would work perfectly.
I need a fourth and a fifth.
I was afraid to work.
That day when these popped up on Disney's online store, it said one per customer. So when I wiped another one, when I ordered another one, I was reading a comment at the same time I was talking. When I ordered the other one last night, I thought they wouldn't send it to me, but it's already shipped out.
Well, that's good. It's always the what they're hoping is that they have to limit it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, take them.
Yeah. Here 2 weeks later.
Uh-huh.
Week or two.
Because was it on the 4th when it actually dropped?
Yeah. That day was that, and I think there was a few other things. I was in a queue and everything. It was like whenever you were in, you have 10 minutes to shop and then get out.
Well, and that's the thing. I was able to order mine pretty easily, and it was fine. But it seemed like I just got this like on Wednesday or Thursday, so it took about a week or so to get it.
I took mine out of the mailer, took it out of the box, sliced up the back. As soon as those early reviews came out, I guess he popped up at the park first. And they were doing comparisons. I was like in my head looking at them like, okay, those legs were, the arms look about yeah, I'm excited.
But I'll say it again, I can't believe they haven't done Vader yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, they may not have it's like doing humans is going to be a challenge, but Vader, with him, the way that he moves anyway, it's like,
yeah,
you actually fit this format all right.
Oh, tell Super 7 we need Scooby-Doo.
Yes, I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try to talk to Brian, hopefully one more time before San Diego. We talked about it. But man, that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I want Scooby-Doo from anybody. I think my perfect would be Mezco.
Mezco, like a Popeye take on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Plus with the clothing there, how it comes out kind of flat every now and then, especially when it's a t-shirt and pants. I think that would work perfect for that. I mean, you're not looking at super detailed because in your head you think of Scooby-Doo, you just think of flat green for Shaggy shirt and get some ascot going on and
yeah. Yeah, no, that either one of those would be fun. For sure. I mean, I like the fun little Scooby-Doo figures that I have. I'd like something that would scale more with most of my collection.
Oh no. SDCC Star Wars exclusive flocked black person. If it was kind of the longer hair like we see in the show, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, that'd be weird.
It would be weird. I've seen a custom of it and it looks sweet, but I don't think they could mass produce that. They would go for the Moss Man type thing. And in that case, I'll just stick with
or they would try to do like the actual fur and it would end up like a glob of something that you would not want on your shelf.
80s Grizzlor. Or the late 90s Hasbro 12-inch Chewbacca things. I think there was a bendy one that just had hair sticking out all over the place.
The horror. And they call you an animal.
Yeah. Now all these buttholes are coming out and saying flocking Scooby-Doo. And I can see it. And it does make sense. But I'm out. No Scooby-Doo for me. I can't do it.
Ruh-roh. No, I didn't pre-order the new Vader helmet simply because I already have one, and I know the new one is better, but I'm good.
There's a difference between flocked and fur. Flocked is that short, very short, where they just glue trimmings off, glue trimmings on it, you know.
Trimmings. Man, I'm gonna go get Moss Man here in just a second.
I don't even want to see that shit. Don't.
He's looking right over here, like, you talking about me? You talking?
Oh,
about me?
is he standing to the side, but he's looking this way? Somebody talking about Uncle Mossy.
Now that's side-eye done correctly.
Wait, is he looking to the right or left? I can't even remember at this point.
Oh,
Don't get him.
He looks to the left, I think. Yeah.
Veebs, did you get the Revelation King Grayskull?
Yes. Funny that just arrived here this week.
I don't think mine's shown up yet.
And I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't think much of it because I don't think much of those figures overall.
You falling out of love? Initially, I'm liking them more.
I'm going to give them more chance because it looks like there are figures coming that aren't based off of Revelation within Masterverse. Yeah. So I'm going to give those a little bit of a chance. But I don't know. They're just Merman. I like them. But Merman didn't make me love it.
What didn't?
Merman didn't even make me love it. So
yeah, but I sent you that picture the other day of the.
I know.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like the best is when I swap custom or origin stuff onto them to give them. I don't know what it does. It kind of gives them a different feel. But I'm liking the new Eternia stuff.
Yeah. Now the King Grayskull. A lot of the figures have small heads. His head to me is particularly small, and he has two different heads, and both the expressions are weird. I don't know. I guess I could go and get it instead of just sit here and talk about it.
Which they seem to be moving away from the smaller heads a little bit. I painted in Merman's eyes, and it came out great. I couldn't believe it. The picture from the other day, they took the Origin's head and harness and put it on the Masterverse, and it looked fantastic. See, I like the look, and with the hair, it doesn't seem as small headed. Is that actual fur?
Yeah, and the cape's got a wire, which is cool. The harness is real dinky, though, and like I said, I like the character design and all of that. It's just, I don't know. The figure's just kind of
Is it the same body as all the rest of them?
I mean, for all intents and purposes, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's exactly the same as some figure without having them, right next to each other. But I mean, if it's not, it's negligible.
For everybody looking, I am looking in my box that I have the Master stuff or Masterverse stuff in. Still my favorite Battle Cat, though.
Yeah. I'm not in love with the head when the helmet's off of it because they tried to in between it, but I don't know. Merman's fine. I like Fisto all right, and Stinkor's pretty good. I still haven't gotten Trapjaw yet.
Trapjaw looks pretty cool. I saw him at a resale shop
Mm.
that has a. I don't have him. I don't have Triclops. I need to open up Orko. That's somewhere.
Triclops is pretty. I mean, unless you put him in his weird high priest outfit thing, he's pretty much Triclops.
Yeah. But I wanted the cult leader, Triclops.
It's funny. I've never been a big Triclops fan. I've always found him and Faker to be extremely overrated as far as like Masters of the Universe characters and villains go. So like when he got to be like top dog in Snake Mountain in that show, that made me like him even less.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the Henry Rollins voice in the world couldn't help him.
I'm shooting for this week or next week. I've got to put some cars in some shops tomorrow and run around. It's gonna be a crazy week. All hell the motherboard.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting idea to have, a faction dive fully into the tech part of Eternia.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just I've always found Triclops to be kind of boring.
For me, Triclops exists only to get beaten up by Manny faces.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, the new Eternia Beastman looks. I like. When it came to Masterverse, when it was based on Revelation, I definitely skewed towards classic for my preferred looks. I didn't mind the new stuff, but you know how it goes. But with this new Eternia thing, I like the option of having classic, but I also like the look of his big spiky harness and the animal head hat or whatever it is.
Well, and that's, I don't know, Merman, he's cool, but and they picked a pivotal character moment look for him, but man, that is boring compared to him not having like his armor and stuff like that on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, tech cult makes sense.
Yeah,
without magic.
It absolutely does, and that's why I thought it was kind of an interesting idea for them to explore. But damn Triclops.
I think comics said that he didn't like the Origins head as much, and in that picture I sent, it did look kind of high and kind of its own thing away from the body. So maybe there's some dribbling to do, or you probably have a few merman heads, huh?
It's possible.
Yeah, I have to try out a few things.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where like the non-Revelation Masterverse figures take us, but if it's not cool, like if it doesn't like grab me kind of like right away, I may be done with them.
Yeah. But you're also into
weird, which is weird because this is the line, the scale and the articulation and everything. I should be into it more, but I like Origins so much better.
Which is weird compared to what your original thought on Origins was.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Yep. I'm not doing it.
Yep. It's the Merman and the colors are what got me.
Yeah. We still need a Revelation Panther. That would be awesome because stripped down, that would just be a. Well, I guess Battlecat's the same way, but
you'd have a better
cool lion, panther, tiger body,
Yeah. And then get that one and paint it white for Snow Meow.
Because that's big enough, huh?
Oh, it's definitely big enough.
Snow meow.
Snow meow. It's
Snow meow. Oh man, 8:30. Yes, yeah.
I know.
We started a little late.
We've
Ran even
taken
later.
it to the brim today.
Take it to the limit.
To say we're not gonna wish the Eagles on these fine people today.
Foosh karaoke. That's after hours.
I was gonna say, and we don't have Charlie Martin here for it. So
oh damn. Would you count Battle Cat as that's his own figure? That's his own character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Stridor?
Stridor to me is more of a vehicle.
Yeah. Does Stridor have personality in any iteration of the Master's lore?
Not that I know of. I mean, there might be a comic or something like that was brought to the fore, but off the top of my head, I don't. It was more of like because there were like old books and stuff like that where there were many Stridors, and they were literally like battle mounts for like the Eternian Guard and stuff like that. So
yeah. They didn't make any robot horse sounds. You can't hardly do a horse sound and mix it with a robot voice.
Wilbur. It doesn't work.
Nay. Nay.
Oh, the places we've been today.
Because you tried to do you'd have to. You know what song I've got stuck in my head? Total random. I ran across it on YouTube, but the damn Benedict Cumberbatch hosted Saturday Night Live week before last, and they did a Chuck E. Cheese thing where the Rock-afire band or whatever, the Chuck E. Cheese band was broke down, so they brought in a weird European duo to sing the things, and Benedict Cumberbatch had a part where he had to sing really falsetto, and it's stuck right there.
I need to check that out, even though they went with the far inferior Chuck E. Cheese band.
Yeah, or Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah, forget that stupid mouse. He is such a pretender.
But and I think it was just stuffed animals in the background. They didn't even have the
Come on, SNL, where's your budget?
Mm-hmm. It was pretty funny though.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Same sound as dial-up internet makes.
Hey, that hits as closely as anything we've gotten so far. So,
but okay, gonna get out of here.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna need to make sure that we're on the stick, for these coming up, because before you know it, it's going to be Comic-Con time, and we've probably got lots of stuff to talk about ahead of Comic-Con.
Yeah, we should probably plan ahead next time. Have something to talk about. We haven't had a Fwoosh 5 in a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah. And then, like I said, Hasbro's supposed to be at Celebration next week, so who knows what they're going to show there?
Yeah.
Well, probably can guess. I'm not privy. I don't pay attention to leak lists and stuff, but
no.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see though. And then San Diego. So I'll be gone. Yeah. We won't be able to FwooshCast in 2 weeks. I'll be at your house Monday.
We could do a makeup session.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to have a little bit, heading into summertime, I'm starting to have more availability in the evenings during the week too. So,
or maybe next Saturday night.
That's true too.
Betty Lou's going out tonight. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good to be back. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yeah. Everybody's stopping by. I know it's been a while. We'll get back on schedule.
Yeah.
Which is going to be, now that we say that, it's going to be a little harder with shows coming back around. But if not here, when we're at San Diego, we may do this.
We may have a few in a row. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. From the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Old fashioned live stream.
Sitting on hotel beds.
A lot of hotels have like conference rooms and stuff like that you can book though. Maybe we can look into doing that.
Nah.
Nah.
There's no beds in those rooms.
It depends on what kind of conference it is.
That's right. A conference of toys.
Oh.
Yeah, we will see you all next time. We'll plan better. We'll never plan better.
We'll do something. Yeah. All right.
Okay, how's this work?
I forget now. You gotta get the right song though. So we walk off into the sunset.
That's right. Here we go. You ready for sunset?
I'm ready.